Hi there. So we're looking at Thin Lizzy's Jailbreak this morning, or this afternoon, depending on where in the world you are. So it's a properly cool, really sort of dangerous rock riff, the way Thin Lizzy were really always able to write them really well. But actually it's really, really simple to do. And I'm going to do this video in a couple of parts. The first part, I'm going to show you the chords for the verse. Now, before I start, I'm going to talk a little bit about my right hand technique in this particular video. Ordinarily, you would play this on an electric guitar with your band, and you would use all down strokes, and you would hit the notes, and you might very quietly, maybe just to keep your rhythm going, give yourself some percussion. But in this video, I'm using an acoustic guitar, and particularly for some of my guitar students, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to use all up and down strumming strokes. So down strokes on all of the on beats and up strokes on all of the half beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the reason for that is because I believe that if you've got the kind of musicality and rhythm as opposed to timing. Ask any good drummer the difference between rhythm and timing and they'll be able to tell you. If you can get the musicality and the rhythm playing by using upstrokes and downstrokes, as well as the control that you need to make sure that you're strumming only the strings that you want to and not just hitting all 6 strings, then when you then change to play just downstrokes, then you'll have much more rhythm and musicality in that. If you go straight to playing these kind of riffs just using downstrokes, there's a risk that it might sound a little bit fractured, a little bit unrhythmic, for want of a better word. So for the purposes of this video, before anybody comments it and says, "Oh, you're doing it wrong," yes, I wouldn't ordinarily do it like this, but this is a really good way to learn and a really good way to develop your rhythm playing and your timing and your control with your right hand technique. Okay, so that's it. The 3 chords that I'll be playing in the verse for this are an A, which I will usually play with my index finger barred across the 4th, 3rd and 2nd string. And because I won't be strumming the 1st string, I won't be going that far, I'll only be strumming across the first 3 or 4 strings, the top 3 or 4 strings here, or the bottom 3 or 4 strings more properly. The fact, if I do have my index finger laid across the 1st string on the F sharp note there, it won't make any difference because I won't be playing it. The 2nd chord is an E major, which I'll play either using the proper, if you like, full 3-fingered open fingering, or I'll just use the power chord where I'll put my index finger across the 5th and 4th strings on the 2nd fret, and I'll just strum the 5th, 4th and 6th strings here, and I won't play that 3rd string note, that A note. Okay, and the 3rd chord is an F sharp minor. It's bar on the 2nd fret and an E minor shape on the 4th fret using your 3rd and 4th fingers. And again, you can either bar the whole lot, but I won't be strumming all 6 strings. I'll only be strumming the top 3. So I'll usually just put my index finger on the 6th string, 3rd and 4th fingers on the 4th and 5th strings, and then won't bother going to the effort of putting my finger the whole way down here. You can see it's just kind of resting on the strings or not even touching them. Because I'm not strumming them, I wouldn't go to the effort. It's more economical, as long as you've got the control down here on your right hand to make sure that you're not hitting strings that you don't want to fret with your left hand. Okay, to keep control of the rhythm so that I'm not just playing the chords all the time, there are silences in there. So what I'm doing, as soon as I've hit that A chord, I'm releasing the pressure with my index finger and letting it rest on the strings. And also with my right hand on the downstrokes, I'm chalking the strings or dropping the palm of my hand, the edge of my hand, onto the strings at the same time as picking down with the pick. So you get that percussive rhythmic sound without getting the actual chord playing. Okay? Okay, so getting control of that with your left hand and with your right hand will take a little bit of practice, but it's all about damping the strings with your left hand, releasing the pressure and letting the finger rest on the strings to damp them, and also using your right hand to chalk down and kill the strings when you're just playing rhythmic sounds without wanting to get the whole chord in there. Okay? So we come to the timing for this, and to do this I'm going to count it really, really slowly and show you where the downstrokes, again, you're playing downstrokes on the 1, 2, 3, 4, and upstrokes on the ands in between. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? So the first chord, the A chord, hit on the 1 downbeat. 1, 2. Okay? 1 and 2, and then the E comes on the half beat after 2, the and after 2. 1, 2 and 1, 2 and. Okay, 1, 2 and 1, 2 and. Okay, then the F sharp minor is on the 4 and. 1, 2 and 4 and. Okay, 1, 2 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 4 and it's a good idea to build up this riff if you're having trouble with that. Use the time in between, as well as killing the strings. Use the time to get to the next chord, getting from that E. 1, 2 and 4. You can see my hand is moving from the E, whichever way I play it, to the F sharp minor during that space. I'm not staying 1 and then at the very last instant trying to find an F sharp minor in more time than the laws of physics or in less time than the laws of physics allow. I'm using the time to move 1, 2 and 4, so that I'm ready to drop that F sharp minor on the 4 beat. Okay, so make sure you arrive on time and use your fingers and your hand to kill the notes in between, but keep strumming. Okay? The key thing about this exercise is to keep strumming all the time to build up your control and your rhythm so that you can find the right notes when you want them and learn how to kill all of the other stuff that's going on in between them. Okay? So back again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and 4. Okay? Keep doing that until you're comfortable with that, and then we'll go on to the second part. Okay? The second part goes back from the F sharp minor. You go back to the E, F sharp minor, A. So start E, F sharp minor, A. The F sharp minor is really quick. It's just a 1/2 beat, then release and go to the A. Okay? And the timing for that, again, the upstroke, the and, after the 2 beat is when you start to play the E. So it goes 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So and 3 and is on the E, 4 is your F sharp minor, and 1 to get back to the A. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So I'm playing and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and. So you can see on the ands, as I'm playing this upstroke here, I'm releasing and moving and using that 1/2 beat to get to the next chord, so that I'm hitting the next chord, the F sharp minor and the A, on the 4 and the 1 beats. I can't be late getting there, because if I am, I'll lose the riff and I'll lose the rhythm. Okay? 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, so practice that on its own a few times, and now let's put the two things together, okay? So going back to the first riff and then go straight into the second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay? So that's the whole verse. The fourth time you play it, you just hold on to the F sharp minor. It goes 1, 2 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and to get into the chorus, which is a B minor chord and a full fretted B minor chord. And we'll get into the verse in the second video. Okay? So have fun with that and make sure that you just keep this going all the time. You're strumming across the 6th, 5th, 4th, not really the 3rd. Just keep that strumming going all the time and make sure that you don't speed up too quickly. Make sure that you've got control of the riff and you're hitting the chords at the right time on the downbeats before you start to speed up the metronome and bring it up to full speed. Final word about the tuning. If you play along with the record, Thin Lizzy tune everything or most of their recordings were tuned down half a tone. So you'll find that the original recording is in the key of A flat. If you want to play along with the record, just tune everything down half a tone. But he's playing it in using the chords of the key of A, even though he's playing it in A flat. Okay, so have fun with that, and we'll see you in the next video.